Welcome into another video in my series where I'm going through and testing all of the weapons inside of Modern Warfare 3 to see how valuable these weapons are to be used inside of our Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. This is going to include the aftermarket parts, the aftermarket conversion kits, as well as the MW2 weapons. So if you guys are new around here and you like to see how weapons perform inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, make sure you're subscribed with those bell notifications turned on so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. I'm also super excited as we head towards Black Ops 6 to be able to bring you guys content on Black Ops 6, so looking forward to that 1000%. Now down below you will find the links for my stream, and I stream on Mondays and Thursdays 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream a ton of custom zombies and just generally have a ton of fun over there, and hope to see a bunch of you guys come and hang out. That would be super awesome. Now today is a super exciting video for me, as before we get into anything, I am super proud and super excited to be able to announce the very first winner of our Black Ops 6 giveaway on the channel. It is going to be for the standard edition of Black Ops 6, and the winner of today's video I picked using a random comment picker, and this was the winner today was Reggae Ron. I hope I've said that right. So please make sure that we congratulate our winner here down below in the comments section. Reggae Ron, please join the Zhorde community Discord. The link is in the description so that I can get in touch with you to get you all sorted and get your pre-order ready for Black Ops 6 Standard Edition. Now in today's video, we're going through the weekly challenges that get updated today, and that is my favorite day. So I went ahead and completed the 5 challenge needed to unlock the JAK Volkh aftermarket conversion kit. So today we're going to be taking a look at the JAK Volkh aftermarket conversion kit. We're going to be taking it through all 3 tiers, taking on bounty contracts all the way through. So hopefully by the end of today's video, you'll have a really good feel on how the brand new aftermarket conversion kit JAK Volkh feels inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and whether or not it's going to be viable for you to be using inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. So without further ado, let's get to the JAK Volkh aftermarket conversion kit review video today. Alright, welcome in, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I truly appreciate that. So today we're going to be having a look at the brand new aftermarket conversion kit that came out for the KVD Enforcer, and it is called the JAK Volkh, and it allows turns it into like a 2-shot burst. So I was really interested and intrigued how this weapon would perform inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. So today we're going to have a look at the KVD Enforcer with the aftermarket conversion kit JAK Volkh, and we're going to be taking that through all 3 tiers to see how it performs inside of our Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. So when we spawn in and I do my weapon review videos, I put on my perks with no additions to the weapon to make it any stronger. I do run Deadshot Daiquiri as a mouse and keyboard player, as I like the extra critical damage that it provides. And I was really intrigued to see how this weapon was going to be performing with the 2-shot burst on there. I was kind of curious about it, and when we got to our first bounty of the day, which was a mangler here, I was already, excited to see just how this was going to be as we moved forward, increasing the damage output on this as we go, because at a white rarity, a bounty contract, this one felt like really quickly to be able to just eliminate that bounty contract. So it was time to go visit Pack-a-Punch after that. I had already visited the machine and meleeed it, if you're wondering. So I just used the Pack-a-Punch machine to take our KVD Enforcer with the aftermarket conversion kit to Pack-a-Punch 1. We are white rarity, so we haven't done anything to increase the damage output on the weapon at this point, aside from visiting Pack-a-Punch. So at this point, it was time to grab our second bounty, and I wanted to see how this mangler was going to be compared to the first one, in that we are still white rarity, we still don't have any ammo mods, and we still don't have any tools on the weapon, but we do have a pack now. And I could already tell it was quite the difference. I think it was about half the time to take out that bounty just by taking this KVD Enforcer and getting it to Pack-a-Punch. So now I was really curious, like, is this going to be really strong? So we threw on my legendary tool, put on Napalm Burst, which is my favorite ammo mods, and then it was time to find ourselves another bounty contract inside of Tier 1, being Legendary Pack 1 with Napalm. I wanted to see just how strong is the KVD Enforcer with the JAK Volkh aftermarket conversion kit inside of Tier 1, being basically as strong as you really need to be inside of Tier 1 to handle it. And I was not, disappointed at all. Like, this felt really strong at this point, really strong. I mean, that Mangler did not have much chance. I think it was about 2 or 3 shots and he was gone. So that is truly, truly remarkable damage output on this aftermarket conversion kit on the KVD Enforcer for sure. So I was excited to move into tier 2 and keep the damage output exactly where it was. Grab another bounty contract and see what kind of damage we can do to a tier 2 bounty, being pack 1 legendary with napalm, so that, we're not pack 2, we're not pack 3 inside of tier 2 taking on a bounty. We are pack 1 legendary with napalm, and I was not struggling at all. It was 2 magazines, just under 2 magazines to take out a bounty contract inside of tier 2 with this JAK Volkh aftermarket conversion kit on. So I definitely feel like this is a strong conversion kit for the KVD Enforcer, and I feel like adding the burst fire to this definitely helps with the damage output, as it's shooting more than just one at a time. So I definitely feel like it's stronger. Let me know your thoughts about that down below in the comments. You can see it handles tier 2 zombies, no issue at all. We got a Disciple inside of tier 2. We are PAP 2 now, legendary with napalm, and I was not really, concerned about dealing with this Disciple, seeing just how much damage I was doing to his health bar with each critical shot I was able to hit on the Disciple. So like, I was really feeling quite confident using this weapon at this point in my match, and I was really eager to move on and see what else we can get done with this aftermarket conversion kit, the JAK Volkh for the KVD Enforcer, because the KVD Enforcer itself wasn't too bad. I kind of put it mid-range, somewhere in there. But with this aftermarket conversion kit, giving you the burst fire capability on here, I was feeling really confident. So it was time to drop into tier 3, get the rest of my perks that I needed, and see if we can go and replenish my PAP crystal. Hopefully grab a ritual, but this one had been taken, and usually if this one's been gone, then the other ones are taken, so that wasn't too much of a big deal for me. But then I wanted to see how it was going to perform in tier 3, being pack 2 legendary with napalm. How does it handle an HVT? Just a standard one inside of tier 3. Not much of a problem at all. I was able to take out that one mimic right there. My napalm burst finished him off. And then our second Mimic was about halfway done his health from the Enforcer, and my Energy Mine took him out. So it's definitely not, something that isn't an option at Pack-a-Punch level 2 legendary inside of tier 3. Definitely you can see it's going to be a viable option at that damage output, because I'm able to handle the zombies that are coming at me. It does take a few rounds to take out one zombie, but it's definitely something that is dishing out the damage to the hordes and to the tier 3 zombies as they were coming at me. So I feel like PAP 2 inside of tier 3 on the KVD Enforcer is definitely something that's going to be a viable option. So then I went ahead and put on my PAP 3 crystal, and I wanted to show you guys just how well PAP 3 legendary with the KVD Enforcer and the JAK Volkh aftermarket conversion kit handles crowd control inside of tier 3. Like, we were just decimating, and this was a massive horde I had chasing behind me here. I was the only player at the time inside of tier 3, so there was a lot of zombies. There hadn't been players in here for a few minutes, so there was definitely lots of, wandering zombies for sure. But I mean, the damage and the carnage you can see on screen speaks for itself. So at this point, I was super feeling confident with this weapon. I wanted to go on and take on our good friend Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches, and I was already impressed that we were able to take out one of Zhorde's heads there before he even got in a laser attack. Just absolutely awesome damage output on this aftermarket conversion kit. Definitely. Almost took it down right here trying to get the heck out of there, because there was just so much stuff going on. And you guys have, I don't know if you noticed it, but I have certainly noticed it in my games, that plates inside of tier 3 are becoming very challenging to come across, and that is 100% for sure. Now, there's a whole crowd coming at me again here, and I didn't really feel the need to show you guys crowd control with it pack 3, so I figured I'd take this opportunity to throw on mags of holding, and we can continue on the fight with Zhorde here and dealing with the rest of the zombies inside of tier 3 using mags of holding, so you guys can see how it handles and how it performs with mags of holding, in that now we no longer need to reload. So I felt like that was a good opportunity to get the mags of holding on there, just to kind of show you guys how it is. We've seen enough, I felt, without mags of holding at this point to justify putting them on. So we were now 2 heads down on Zhorde, our guardian of the arches, and he was definitely not pleased that I had taken off 2 of his heads, as he was charging me and coming aggressively over here to our scaffolding spot. And there was a whole ton of zombies coming up the stairs behind Zhorde. I didn't have the chance to take advantage of him firing up his laser attack right there. I think I got a couple shots into him, and then it was just the horde started coming up the stairs, and there was a lot of them, plus the crawlers that Zhorde was spitting out to try and get me to move off of this staircase with their electrical attack. There was just so many of them, so much. But again, a great opportunity to show you guys with mags of holding, you know, crowd control with the aftermarket conversion kit, the JAK Volkh, and it handles it, not a problem at all. Definitely able to dish out the damage, you know, as quick, if not quicker, than the horde comes at you inside of tier 3. So I feel like this is definitely going to be a viable weapon for us to use inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. So I do want to mention at this point a couple of the downsides that I found with it. It does fire slow. It has a very slow fire rate for sure. That's something I noticed and felt while playing. I feel like it tries to compensate for that with the damage. You do have extra damage with this, so I feel like that's one of the things I noticed, was that it just does not shoot that quickly with the aftermarket conversion kit. One of the other things I did notice was the ammo count was a little bit low, but during my run I didn't come across any issues with ammo, and I feel like that again has been combated by the damage output that you do. So it's not a concern to run out of ammo if you're able to do a ton of damage with, you know, each bullet you shoot. So we finished off Zhorde, our guardian of the arches, right there, and it wasn't really much of a struggle, if I'm being honest with you all. Definitely, I felt really confident using this aftermarket conversion kit. I felt that the damage I was able to dish out to the zombies, the HVTs, armored zombies, was sufficient to warrant this getting a viable rating for us to be using inside of our Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. That is definitely something I feel that this is something that you guys can use across all 3 tiers. I did run one test run on it today before recording at a blue rarity, and I did come into tier 3 and I was able to take out some zombies. I didn't grab a bounty or deal with an HVT. I was just kind of curious to see if I could take out zombies inside of tier 3 with this at a blue rarity, and I was. So if you don't have epic, you don't have legendary, but you want to give this a go, I feel like make sure you pack a punch 3 if you're blue, and come on in and you can run this inside of tier 3. And you shouldn't be having much of an issue. I'm trying to fight back hiccups here as I do my recording. But we got our disciple inside of tier 3 when, you know, I hate disciples. Plus we had now our second extra disciple show up while I'm trying to deal with our bounty disciple. So again, this is one of the reasons why I do not enjoy disciples. It's not that they're hard. I've always said that. It's not that they're a challenge. It's more so that they are annoying with the extra health they can add on to the zombies, the extra health they can add on to themselves by you know, damaging you with their siphon. It's just, you know, it's just a whole lot of no bueno when you get the disciples inside of tier 3, especially when this freaking happens. I was standing here going, wait, what? I am not okay with 2 disciples inside of tier 3 just summoning zombies at will. Like, no, that was not cool at all. I was definitely not impressed with that. We were working on our disabled bounty contract here. I put out my energy mine to try and dish out some more damage to him. And you can see here with the critical shots that we're able to hit that this JAK Volkh aftermarket conversion kit for the KVD Enforcer definitely dishes out the damage. This is something that's definitely going to be viable to be running inside of our games, whether you want to go into tiers 1, 2, or 3. I feel like this is going to be something that is viable. I will say I'm not sure if this is going to be an option in the Dark Ether or in the Unstable Rift, with just how slow the fire rate is and the sheer number of zombies and HVTs you have to deal with in those locations. But just a big thank you for tuning in today. I hope you guys have a good feel for how the KVD Enforcer with the brand new JAK Volkh aftermarket conversion kit works after today's video. So thank you guys for that. Now at the end of the video, like I always do, let's work together down in the comments to make any changes that you may feel that are needed to be made on the build that I ran today. So this is the JAK Volkh aftermarket conversion kit. This is the pros and cons it does to your weapon, and that is the description of what it does for you. And this is the build that I ran today on the KVD Enforcer. We got the JAK glassless, the overpressured, the 20-round mag, and the Castanova barrel. Now the camo I used is under your all camos, and it is in psychedelics, and for some reason I thought I was in the wrong camo section here, so I backed out. We'll head back in there and I'll let you know the camo. But thank you so much for tuning in today. Congratulations on our first Black Ops 6 winner, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.